Hey guys, welcome back to Overtakes. This is Misfit. I'm with Kel. Kel, how you doing?
Hey guys, doing well?
All right. So we got a lot of things going on, but before we get into that, anything exciting going on, Kel?
Not a whole lot, just still grinding away,
Yep.
craziness of work, and still playing a lot of Animal Crossing, working that stock market.
Yep.
But also been dipping back more into the game, and been playing a lot of Anna this week. I had a really good day today. Climbed about 100 points.
Nice.
And
That's always a good day.
I'm gonna post a clip on Twitter probably later tonight or tomorrow from a match today where I killed a Lucio with my grenade as he was ulting and took him out and canceled his ult, and I was really happy about it.
And he wasn't a Boston player, so that's...
What about you?
I've been doing things. I actually have 3 days off in a row. I'm off until Wednesday, so...
Nice.
Just hanging out, doing whatever, being like everybody else. I've been playing Bannerlord. I found some mods that I've been doing. There's this one, it's called Bandit Lord, so you can be like this bandit king, and you're going to just be like a asshole and run around and annoy people, and they, like they have, the guy came up with tiered units for bandit specific things and stuff like that, and it's fun. I played a little Overwatch. I just been playing DPS, man. I love playing support, and I love playing. I'm not playing ranked because I haven't played in a while. I just been going into quick play and just playing. I've been playing Tracer or Junkrat or just something that strikes me as fun, and I've been having fun. Whether I'm winning or losing, I'm not getting like that my normal. But yeah, it's been, doing what everybody else is doing, trying to figure out, when we're going to kind of almost maybe have some normality.
Yeah, it's
and,
a long
of course, watching Overwatch League. I kind of backed down on the Valorant stuff until, like we talked about, I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be great, but it's going to be fun with your guys.
Yeah.
I don't think...
You need a group. I have no... I got into the beta, but by the time it had actually come to me, I had already lost interest in, trying it. So,
of course.
I'm just... it just is whatever. I will play it at some point.
I think it's going to be
fun.
There
was a way that I could give my invite to somebody else that actually wants it, I would, but I don't think you can.
No, it's locked to your account. And then if you give your account to somebody...
Right, then it's a whole other thing. But yeah, I...
Talk to Oj about that.
Yeah.
Or Sado.
I just have zero... I just don't... Really, the big thing is I don't have time to start playing a brand new game right now.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that's holding me back is, my free time, at least in competitive gaming right now.
I'm usually focused on Overwatch.
It's mostly going to Overwatch, and for whatever reason, Valorant coming out has made me want to play Overwatch more.
I think Fredo said that on one of his videos.
Yeah, but he said
I backed that 100%.
Shit, I'm right there with him. I just want to play this game even more. Because I think what it did is it actually highlighted the uniqueness of this game. Where it started to feel stale, and then you look at a different game and you're just like, oh wait,
when you don't play it and you forget that it's different than all the other competitive games,
and and shooter games especially.
Yeah, to me it's always been a first person MOBA.
Yes, it really is
with first person shooter elements.
Mm-hmm. It very much is, but that's what makes it great.
Yeah,
and all right, so. Oh God! All right. So here we go, guys.
That was the petting it on the head, and now it's the kick in the teeth.
Yes. So one thing that is just before we get into talking about the weekend and everything, they just announced the hero bans about an hour ago, and once again,
2 seconds after they announced Echo was in.
yeah.
So I was like, oh, cool.
Banned. Oh, McCree and Widow.
And Mercy.
And Mercy. And Wrecking Ball. So, okay.
Wrecking Ball,
whatever.
Whatever. So Mercy...
the tanks actually had a pretty even line. Because obviously, Ryan... What was it? Who was banned?
Ryan was the highest pick rate.
Ryan was the highest pick rate, but it actually wasn't like
the
as astronomically high as some of the other ones.
He was like, I think he might have been at like 60.
Yeah.
I want to say. Everybody else was like right around 20.
Right.
And that's including ranked. So Roadhog was in there, because I always forget when they show that. And I'm like, who the fuck played Roadhog this weekend?
Right.
And I'm like, I watched all the Chinese matches. I
definitely wasn't in the league.
No.
So
that's how much Roadhog was being played.
So I get where they were trying to go with the unified hero pools, but at the same time, what you're drawing from makes zero fucking sense in how you're going about this. I just do not get it. What the fuck is this? Like,
this is the third time that these two have been banned in the same week, by the way.
Yeah, the third time in like what, 6 weeks? So half the time you're losing these two characters.
Okay, 8 weeks, but still
8 weeks.
40%.
But
that's a lot.
This is the second time in 3 weeks. You basically are just alternating.
This is literally what you said you didn't want to happen.
Exactly. You're like, oh, well, we don't want a ban meta. Well, you just created one. You just created your literal own ban meta
every week.
Like, what are you doing? Like, this is so stupid, and it's not. And at this point, it's just, you're just swapping comps every week. If you want to get what you want, all you have to do is do what everybody has been saying for like a year and a half, basically since this game came out. Give each team one hero ban before the match starts, even before the map starts. You could for the league.
I'm down with
per
that.
map for the and then like,
hey, the matches might last more than 40 minutes.
Yes, exactly.
How about that?
Now you're just getting absolute stops. The good teams are separating themselves again,
and the teams even not the good teams like Florida, who have guys that are specializing, like their tank lines. Carrion's their Rhine guy, Fate's their Orisa other person. And, do you know what I mean? It's
great to see like some diversity of the players getting to play and all of that, but at the same time, you're still running into the exact same issue. Whereas if you give each team bans, what you do is you say, we're really good at this. We know they're really good at this, so we're going to ban this essential hero that basically nullifies that comp that they want to play.
And they come back with something else.
And do something else. But it just makes for a much better, and you're banning less, but you're actually doing more. And then also, you're getting rid of characters that no one wants to see play. No one wants to see any more Reaper. No one wants to see any more Mei. Because you know what? No one is playing Mei in competitive, but they sure as hell are playing it in the league.
Yeah.
And that's where we're really starting to run into issues with this unified hero pool.
Yeah, because no one's playing Mei in ranked.
I don't even think they're pulling the info from the league games.
Well, the thing is, it doesn't matter, because if in ranked,
unless they're
she's at like a 1%. I think she's under 1 to 5% somewhere in there in the league in ranked.
Right.
If you're weighing that against 60 or whatever in the ranked has got the higher weight.
Weigh the league like so heavily, like where like the league weighs just as much, if not more. And even then, you're still going to end up with weeks where you get here Widow and McCree banned because they're still playing those characters in the league at times.
And then next week, Echo's going to get banned,
weighing them even more. And because of this, Echo's definitely going to get banned because she's a brand new character, and everyone wants to play her. And then she's going to get even more playtime in the league because it'll be the first time that she can be played there. But then at the same time, you're not going to be able to get any proper balancing with her because once a fucking again, you're playing her in the league and in competitive without her hard counters.
Yeah.
Like this is,
and Ashe is okay.
It's mind-bogglingly stupid.
And Ashe is okay at it. Soldier's okay. But they're not McCree and Widow. Widow one-shots her and she's done.
Yeah.
McCree can a double tap. Soldier, you got to unleash a whole clip and a rocket and hope you don't get hit by anything. Right. Ashe, you got to fucking hit 3 shots.
Yeah.
Headshot.
You also take away
3 shots or 2 headshots
of being able to take her down because you took away the one way that Ashe would be able to counter her properly
because Mercy's out.
So it's like even more so. So she's going to run rampant, and it's going to probably be fun to watch next week. But at the same time, like you are completely undermining everything that you're trying to build and everything you're trying to do and escape from.
And that being said,
being the controllers of this, and this new algorithm or whatever the fuck they're doing, it's just beyond stupid.
Yeah,
and it has to change. And I hope to God, we just got the announcement today that they're going to do a mid-season tournament, which I am excited about. We're going to talk about it towards the end of the show. But I hope to God they
might
what they were going to do with playoffs and just eliminate hero pools at all for at least the tournament.
Yeah,
maybe not. They probably won't do it for the qualifiers, but for the tournament itself.
For the tournament itself, they need to do.
Dear God, no hero pools.
But that being said, and when these mate are the mate changes, I haven't seen. I know Echo's coming in. Are the mate changes coming in too?
They should be. Yeah, because that came out on the same patch.
That you might see something a little more dynamic.
Yeah.
Then, and also, I don't know what Echo's impact.
I think with her, I think with Echo in general, you're really not going to get a much Mei because Mei can't really do shit against her.
Yeah, and well, she really can't do shit now anyway. Outside of these guys in the league.
Right. I mean, to make Mei effective, you have to have the coordination that a team in the league would have at this point.
Almost like the Tracer effect used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Or Genji. Yeah, you guys can try this. Right. You're not going to get any value. These guys are gods. Like, they're playing fucking Genji this week.
Right.
Like Dallas did it today. I was like,
a couple of weeks ago when they were playing Tracer against her hard counter in Torb. Yeah. And Doha's just like, or Decay's just like, yeah.
Dallas is like, oh, hard counter?
Hard counter?
What? Eh? What is this hard counter? I do not understand these words.
Exactly.
I'll play Genji anyway. I'll play Tracer. Fuck it.
Yeah, right.
Dallas Fuel. So fuck hard counters. That's their new hashtag.
Yeah. Oh, dear God. We are definitely going to talk more about that. All right. So let's dive in to these games that we had this weekend.
Okay.
Because that was my rant. I'm sure I will probably bring up more about it because it really.
Hey, I'm behind you on it. I you know how I felt about this before it even started, and I said ranked and OWL are 2 fucking different things. I've been saying it for months, and everyone seems to be, oh, it needs to be unified. Why? Because fucking Super can't play fucking Reinhardt and ranked and wreck people? Fuck that. Right. They have their own servers, and they do fucking scrims, man. They can fucking set it up. You can put whatever you want into a scrim.
Right.
So you can't grind on ranked. What are you learning on ranked anyway? They're all playing Widowmaker.
Yeah.
Gesture's got like a top 5 Widowmaker account. He's not playing Winston or fucking Wrecking Ball or Reinhardt. They're all playing different shit.
I think that part of the blame goes on to the players in the league that advocated for this because that was part of why this happened. Because the players were really asking for it, and I get that they want to have a place where they can have these things
Yeah,
together,
it's fine.
but it's just like it's two completely different things. If we had a thing where it was like a team league, whatever, that kind of thing, it would be different, but we don't. And the current rank system just doesn't work for that type of thing. Because you literally can only, like, when you get up to where they're pulling this from, you can't even play with your own team.
Yeah.
You can only play with one other person from your team. And then you're probably going to be playing against your teammates on the other team. Like, it's just...
Yeah, when you're pulling, what are those guys at, 46? 45? Most of them are 45 to 47.
Yeah.
You know, they all have like 8 accounts and they're all like in the top 500.
Right.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's really incredible.
I also understand that they're trying things. I will give them that, but it's annoying as fuck.
It is. Please just give us regular bans. It's literally the only way to make this right. I'm hoping that with the season ending, I think it ends in 2 weeks. I think we have 2 more weeks. I'm hoping that with that ending, they try to do something different than this.
Yeah.
Because this is not working. And I think they're on the right track, but just do what everyone wants and just each team bans a hero flat out.
And also, maybe I understand the algorithm thing. I still think I know people, it's not, I said this on the preview show, it's not the visual thing. Put the fucking things in a hopper and let them pull them out. You let a computer pull it out, it's going to pull out it's not random enough for me. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely...
Granted, Mercy was a 20% and Anna was 78.
Like 78.
And that's the other thing. Okay, so the stupid thing, we're continuing on, it's way too long, but the stupid thing is Diva always has like over a 25% pick rate, and Anna's always up in 60 to 70, and they've only been banned once.
Yeah. Yeah, once again, McCree and Widowmaker get banned.
And that's the most fun thing to watch. Like,
yeah.
Like, we'll get into it, but like watching fucking Lip on McCree just shoot everything in the head.
Yeah. Ridiculous. All right, so let's dive into these games.
Yeah. Let's do that.
So, starting off, we had... basically, this whole weekend was just, up until the last game, just complete and utter stomps.
And the good teams, or the top 3 to 4 teams, proved who they were, to me. The rest of the teams are vastly lower.
Fodder. They're basically fodder.
I wouldn't call them fodder. They have a lot more to go. The Atlantas, the Souls.
Yeah.
They're not...
they're not there's a lot of fodder in the league. But yeah, like, even those really good teams, they're just really good. They are not elite. I think there is a tier... there's one team that is in their own tier, and then there's like
I'd say 2.
There's a tier below that.
I say there's 2 teams in their own in that tier. That would be Philly and Shanghai. You know what? We'll do a power ranking at some point because we have some.
Yeah, we will. I think we could do. I think we could actually have fun with the power ranking right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there's like an S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier,
and then the
way down.
And then there's the fuck tier.
Yeah.
The D
tier.
Dallas, Hangzhou, Chengdu, Dallas and the Chinese teams. They're all in that. The fuck is going to happen in this match? I don't know.
They might be good in this match. They might be garbage in this match. Probably most of the time it's going to be garbage.
And Atlanta's getting close to that.
They're going to be like,
Atlanta's getting close to that. They're really good, but there's a lot of times you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever that was, that didn't work.
So we started off Seoul, Hangzhou, and this was, all 3 of these matches, I think it took a total of 2.5 hours for all 3 of these matches to play.
Yeah, I had to be to work at 9, and I got up a little. I usually get up at 7 when I have to do that. the COVID work prepping and whatnot. Disinfecting.
Actually, I think it took a total of 3 hours.
And the last match was supposed to start at like 7 Eastern or 8. They were all over. I was like, okay, that was terrible. It was pretty much what we thought it was going to be too. It was just stomp, stomp, stomp.
I mean, like utter stomps. Seoul just absolutely kicked Hangzhou's teeth in. And Shanghai did the same thing to Guangzhou.
I watched the matches
to Chengdu.
The hilarious thing is I watched the matches last night, and I text Kel. I'm like, Seoul's the best team in the league, bar none. I woke up this morning, bar one.
Oh. Yeah, there's one.
That did not age well.
No. There's really not a whole lot to talk about from these games. It was great to see New York again. It's great to see Seoul again. Shanghai continuing their dominance.
I do like some of the experimentation with Ash, though.
Yes,
I
am enjoying that.
I like some of that. And she actually is providing some value.
I think that's one thing that I am really excited. That's why I'm bummed that Mercy got banned for next week, because I think we really would have seen a lot of Ash, Echo, Mercy.
Yeah, I think that would have been fun to see. That was one of the things I was like, are you kidding?
I do think I'm super excited to see what these guys play along with Echo, because I do think that it's going to be, even without Mercy, I think that's still a pretty potent comp, because Echo and Ash just pair so well together. With that Dynamite.
With all that AoE.
All that AoE, and then Echo comes in with her melt you below 50%.
Yeah. And the stickies and all that.
Yeah.
But we saw. You know what though? Let's talk about one thing that we kind of were talking about. We had a little text exchange, and it's about that because we've gotten a pretty good look at the Chinese teams at this point, and the fact that Chengdu has abandoned their, we're just gonna play what we're comfortable with, and we're gonna do meta, and then Guangzhou doing the opposite, and both of them absolutely failing right now.
Neither one of them.
I mean, we had Guangzhou pretty high. I had them in the top. I think I might have had them at 6 before the season.
We definitely had them. Yeah, we had.
I had them at 5 or 6.
But even then, I was not like. Even if we would have ranked them properly, I still think they would have been in the top 10. Just looking at things and thinking about Nero and how well they ended and everything, but I was not expecting them to just regress as much as they have.
Yeah, they're absolutely terrible right now.
And dear God,
I mean, they're getting like stomped like Boston does. If they didn't have Nero, they would be fucking like worse.
Oh yeah,
Nero's clutched out some maps for them. I mean,
Nero's really the only one that is like kept them anywhere near relevance.
I mean, Chengdu tries to do some of the stuff that they were doing. I don't know if it's so they think we're going to try and do the wacky stuff, so we're going to do the meta stuff to try and screw them up. And then the other team's like, oh, they're running meta. Fuck, let's just roll them.
Yeah, exactly. I really think they would be better off just playing to their strengths at this point. And then honestly, like, I can't stress enough how fucking wrong we were.
Oh yeah.
About Shanghai.
Shanghai's elite.
Oh God, we were so very wrong about Shanghai. My God. I mean, they just continued to show it, and I will say after this weekend, especially today, we'll talk about a little more. Lip just took the lead for Rookie of the Year.
Lip was nuts today.
Hands down.
My God. He's been really good anyway, but goddamn, that dude, yeah.
Today was his arrival.
Yeah, but I'm still watching. I watched Alarm yesterday against Atlanta. They worked Atlanta pretty easy. Speaking of Philly, I mean, that was a little bit more of a stomp than I picked Atlanta. I bet on Philly, which makes no sense to people, but You got to understand the gambler mind.
But it wasn't as much of a stomp as some of the other games because
no,
Atlanta
they
was
were
able to actually like they were getting points. They were like those last two. I mean, the first Nepal was a total stomp, but they were actually
they were in the match.
Yeah, they were in the match on Volskaya and Rialto.
Just weren't as good as Philly.
They just couldn't clutch it out. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Alarm is still. It is definitely. It's basically a race between Alarm and Lip right now for Rookie of the Year.
In my mind.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's a couple other guys you could throw in there, I guess, but man,
it's right now. I think those two are definitely separating themselves from the rest of the pack.
Oh yeah, by far. And if you,
maybe if you Ben Simmons. Funny Astro, I think you could put him in that conversation as well.
Oh, what, they didn't played?
Well, he didn't play his rookie year, so technically he's a rookie. Or he played very little. So
okay, that makes Aaron Rodgers a rookie in his 4th year.
Right, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, so I think yeah, Philly definitely separated themselves. Atlanta's still got a ways to go, and I think we had an idea that was going to happen, simply because Atlanta can't run their best comp.
No.
When they get to play the double shield, Sigma or Orisa, that is when they are at their best.
Yeah, and last
when
week
they have to play anything else, last week showed how good they are at that, and then this week showed how not as good at anything else they are.
Yeah,
basically.
Well,
I mean,
and when it comes down to
top tier competition, Philly is one of the best teams in the league, so there is that. But even still, they just weren't. They were not nearly as sharp as they were last week.
Maybe he should have played.
Pun intended. Yeah, right.
What it boils down to is Dogman v. Alarm.
It's going to be fine.
Did you just go there?
I did.
And I got yelled at for I got sold, but I'm not a soldier. Just throwing that out there.
Oh God.
Man, we got the dad jokes here, guys.
Right.
We try to, at least. Do we? I
don't even know if that's dad jokes. It's just
no.
Just dad jokes.
Yeah.
You can even call them jokes. So
no Rory Calhoun.
And then the stomps continued into Saturday night when San Francisco is now just mercilessly beating the shit out of the Valiant at this point. They're just like, you beat us once, but
they did the big brother thing where they let their kid brother beat him.
Right.
And we'll kind of let him beat him and then didn't, and then they got beat. And now it's like, all right, you little shit, I'll fucking murder you.
Exactly. Yeah, they've definitely gotten to that point. I mean, that's not to say that the Valiant played badly, but I mean, San Francisco just took it to them, and I think they. And
it's honestly
rarely
do the Valiant play bad.
No, yeah, they
or terrible at least.
I think what it is just a lack of experience so far,
yeah,
and they're playing really good competition. Like,
they're not playing joke teams; they're playing San Francisco.
They're playing San Francisco every other week,
and the Gladiators.
Then they're playing the Gladiators after that. Like, that's literally. I think that's been.
And the break they got was Seoul.
More than half of their schedule has been top tier teams. Like,
yeah, they got to play Seoul.
That was play anybody. I think they played
Dallas and they played Seoul.
They played Dallas and Seoul. Yeah. The fact that they have as many wins as they do should be pretty surprising. Yeah, I think the Valiant are good, and I think they are a team that is growing. And
with the way the schedule is going to start working, because they worked on some stuff, we'll talk about it later, where they're going to be playing some of these other teams, I think we're going to see that they're not garbage. It's just that they've been playing the Shock every week. And I also think that's going to help them when they're playing other matches. That they play these teams that are so good, they're going to go in these other matches and go, what the fuck? This is easy.
Like, wait.
They're going to go play those Atlantic teams like,
wait, these
you boys are playing an Overwatch, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I do think that is a distinct possibility for this team.
And I'm really not.
They have a very bright future for the Valiant.
I'd like to say if I'm not a betting guy, but I am. And when the Valiant get to play the Mayhem, that's going to be a bloodbath.
Ooh.
The Valiant are going to be angry. Me angry.
Fair. Me angry.
Me angry. Right. They're going to take all their chicken nuggies away for the week and say, it's going to cut them in the shape of a Mayhem logo. You had to wear the shit colors. No, all I'm scared. I'm scared of that. I'm afraid of that match because those guys that are on that team.
I can't blame you at all.
The guys that are on that team are going to be like, you didn't. Yeah, how do you like us now?
Cut me? How you like me now? Yeah.
But my team looks pretty good, so I.
No, yeah, you guys looked really good today.
But
let's move on to
Sunday. We're buffaloing through the league. We're beating the shit teams like to a pulp.
Yeah, you really are.
Yeah. Where's my table to jump through?
Yeah.
Mayhem Mafia, motherfucker.
Right.
I'm just gonna start jumping through tables in my backyard during this whole thing.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Mayhem match.
All right.
I used to know how to do that, but I doubt that would do.
Let's move on to today's games. We had the first losing team map win of the weekend with the Hangzhou Chengdu game. And we had a game that lasted longer than an hour. It was an hour and 21 minutes.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Chengdu, you got a map win. They barely squeaked it out on Li Jiang.
They look so bad, dude. It's like as soon as I jumped on board, not we. You've always kind of like been an outlier like Chengdu. As soon as I'm like, yeah, I'm down with Chengdu, they've just been shit in the bed every fucking week. I'm done now.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm done anyway. They're not playing racquetball on the wacky shit.
As fun to watch as they had been.
No.
Because they've stopped playing their wacky.
They played a little bit, but
they're not just forcing it and just being like, you know what, you guys are playing.
You got to deal with this shit.
We're gonna play this. Deal with it.
Yeah. We're gonna run Farah and Hanzo. Fucking figure that out.
And I don't know. Like their Farah has not been. Jinmu is I think. I don't know if he's playing Nero exposed, but yeah, it's just not been.
He's still really good though. Yeah, that's the thing. He gets a lot of value. It's just they haven't been using it right. Or the way they were.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think it's the way they were using it before. It got a lot of value, and people were just trying to ignore it. But now they're like, I think they got countered a couple times, and they're kind of like, well, people are onto it. Yeah, but
and now they're like, oh, we're just gonna play meta. We're gonna have Jinmu play Mei or.
He did okay. Was he playing Ashe? I saw him. He played some Ashe and some McCree a little bit, but
he played a little bit. No, it was mostly Leave and Bacon Jack were mostly playing McCree. Jinmu mostly played Mei in this game.
Blazing Bob, what's up? Bob's in the house. Look out. Boys got a win today, though.
Yeah, right? Big win.
I don't know what Jinmu's like. The whole thing is kind of weird, man. It's not the fun weird. Motherfuckers are just like.
No, it's not. It's not, and that's the disappointing part.
Well, that was the thing. It's like the point. Like when I would watch that, you watch them, you're like, all right, they're running this. Whatever this conglomeration of what the fuck is, I want to see what this does, because the other team's going to stop and you're like, oh no, this is working. Strangely, it's working. But they went meta, and it's like, oh, they're just going to get killed.
Yeah.
Just do what you do.
And, like,
do what you're good at.
Yeah.
Look at today. I mean, Dallas, like, we'll get into it a little bit later. Dallas and Houston today, they're just like, fuck it, we're going to run what we're good at.
Yeah.
And it was highly entertaining.
It really was.
And it was actually really well played for the most part. Except Iconwall was kind of weird.
It was the most entertaining game this week.
The least entertaining game of the week was the one we thought that was going to be the banger.
The one we thought everyone was...
Oh, I think everyone thought that.
It was, like, this was probably one of the most hyped games we've had in a long time. Probably since the games between San Francisco and Vancouver last year. And going into this week, everyone was like, all right, Seoul is a top-tier team. Shanghai's just been running roughshod over China. Let's see this. And
Seoul absolutely murdered fucking Guangzhou yesterday. Like,
oh, yeah.
Like they weren't even trying.
Yeah. Total beatdown.
Ugh.
And they go in and you're like, okay, started off pretty
and you're like, it's control.
For a few things, looks pretty good. And then Shanghai just starts to take over and doesn't let go.
And Lip missed 2 shots the whole match.
Yeah. I mean...
that dude was on foot.
This game was... I watched it and, like... So I
almost watched it again because I didn't believe it happened.
I avoided all Twitter, everything. I booted up my phone, opened YouTube, pulled up the VOD, and I see, oh, this is only like an hour and 5 minutes. Somebody beat the shit out of somebody else.
Yeah.
And as soon as I see the first map, or like the first section of the first map, as soon as Shanghai takes it, I'm like, oh, Shanghai's just going to destroy. And that's exactly what happened the whole rest of the game. They just absolutely, I mean...
in every phase.
Every facet of this game.
Fucking
Shanghai
Fearless was insane today, too.
Dominated. This was probably one of the best performances we've seen out of Fearless. I mean, Shanghai was so prepared for everything that Seoul was throwing at them. Shanghai had an answer, and then some. I mean, there was nothing that Seoul could do. Because, I mean, Shanghai... It felt like Shanghai was listening to their comms and knew exactly where they were at all times. That's how dominant they were. Game. I mean, like, and you could see, and the we were talking about it right before the stream. Brent and Sideshow were they were casting it, and they were talking about how well coached Shanghai is, and you could see that, like, the coaching and the preparedness that Shanghai had was so apparent, and you could see that Seoul has been really relying more on the talent of their players to carry them to wins, and it became so evident in this game. And actually, I think they were talking. I think it was on his stream last night. Super was like, "There's one team that's going to get exposed tomorrow. I'm not going to say who it is, but they're gonna get exposed, and it's going to get exposed hard." And he was not wrong. And that is 100%. Shanghai went after Marvel, and that completely shut Seoul down.
Yeah, it did, and
made Marvel as uncomfortable as they possibly could. Because he just could not get anything done. They were forcing him to play Diva. Because they were
which is not good.
Yeah, because his Diva he is much more comfortable on the Sigma. And you could see it. He wanted to play Sigma so bad. You could see that.
Right. Well, he doesn't play Diva.
Rialto. You could see it on Rialto where he was like, he started as Sigma. He comes out of the gate. They're playing it, and like you could just kind of see their hesitancy. And they did not want to have him do it, but they had to.
They didn't really, and Seoul also didn't switch off.
No.
Like, Prophet was on fucking May playing Valorant.
Most of the game.
Or something. He was like in Canada. Did he even play? Like, I think I texted you, his name wasn't even in the kill feed.
Yeah.
Usually you see, I mean, that's my boy. I'm like, he does something. He did absolutely nothing. And Fitz was the only guy that was doing anything, and he was getting owned too.
It wasn't even his fault.
No, that's not his fault, but...
By the time you got to by the time you got to where Prophet could maybe do something, half his team was already dead.
Yeah, every time he had Blizzard, he was like just doing the yeet and pray at like with fucking, maybe
because by that point,
four on six.
Was dead, Marvel was dead, and probably. Oh my god, why am I blanking on not Badosin?
Toby?
Toby.
Badosin played the best out of all of them in the whole game. And that's the only reason why the match didn't end in 15 minutes and lasted half an hour.
Yeah,
and that's,
it was...
Not including the 15 minutes of talking.
I mean, that was the thing with this game, is there was literally more talking and everything.
Well, all three of them were terrible.
Yeah, it was just... pretty much this whole weekend, minus this last game today, was just complete stomps that lasted zero amount of time.
And I don't want to hear any more talk about the Chinese teams being mid-table. Can we stop that? Because some of these teams are playing them that are good, and they're absolutely murdering them.
Mm-hmm.
Like New York
Shanghai
came
had
from
one.
New York came from the
had
shitty
one lucky game.
Yeah, New York came from the shitty Atlantic, allegedly, and has absolutely like just fucking showed up in 3-0 2 matches.
I mean, there's more you can learn, Iceham, from Boston. Just you can learn a lot from a Boston match. It's basically just what not to do.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Oh god.
But what I'm saying is the narrative of these teams being that in that 10 to 14 range, they're not. And I'm talking about Chengdu.
And even we've been saying that, and honestly, I think.
But I've been on Guangzhou's bandwagon, and I'm officially off now.
Yeah.
Because New York went in there and just absolutely fucking murdered everything that came in their way.
Did.
Like, it was like, okay, we're playing Overwatch, I think.
Mm-hmm. And Shanghai has separated themselves from everybody. I think. Honestly, Shanghai has put themselves as the best team in the league for me right now.
Yeah.
I would put Philly and San Francisco a pretty close second.
I would put Seoul a tick down from those three.
Yeah, I would. Seoul is still a very good
and
team.
Atlanta. Seoul and Atlanta are kind of like on that same... They could beat these teams, but they're not quite there yet.
Right. And the Gladiators are probably somewhere in there.
Yeah, the Gladiators too.
But yeah, there is distinctly three teams that are really starting to separate themselves, and Shanghai, I think, is even. They're almost getting to the point where they're starting to separate themselves from those other teams, even because like this game just proved that they are not to be trifled with at this point. Because my God,
we were way wrong on them.
Like we said earlier, I think Lip has proven that. He and Alarm are neck and neck for Rookie of the Year.
Yeah,
this was one of the most incredible performances I've seen this year.
That was one of those.
That was insane.
That was like when I go back to like last year, like when Saya was playing Reaper and was just killing everything against the Valiant.
Mm-hmm.
It was like one of those matches. I was like, is somebody gonna do something about this guy? He's killing everybody.
Right.
But he had the thing is the other guys were creating so much space for him. He was up on top of shit. He had fucking free reign.
He really did. It was just a bloodbath. All right, so let's move on to the next match.
My team just rolled.
Yeah.
Boston's,
we talked about New York rolling.
I'm going to throw this out there. Is Boston worse than Season 1 Shanghai?
Shanghai. Ooh.
Have they progressively gotten...
they already have more wins, but I think, honestly...
But Shanghai seemed like they were trying more. Not that Boston's not trying. It's just like the skill level thing that Boston has right now. It's just like not even there.
Yeah.
Because Shanghai was taking teams to 5 maps.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting
even though they didn't win any, they were still like winning winning maps and making it at least competitive at times. Whereas like basically ever since the Muffin fiasco, Boston has just been in a free fall.
Yeah. Well, even before then, they weren't exactly setting the world on fire. They were winning a map.
At least
the only team they beat was Houston.
Sort of competitive at times, but yeah, now like they are just like they are scraping the bottom, and like
they're getting like and well, I keep going back. Well, you know their coach is.
Yeah.
And he's one of those guys that if you put him in like the analyst kind of role, it's like some of those guys that you get in the NFL. So you give them the head coach job, they're terrible, but like Wade Phillips, best defensive coordinator, probably one of them in my lifetime.
Yeah.
You put him into a head coach role, it's a shit show.
Hall of Fame caliber defensive coordinator, trash head coach.
Right.
Just doesn't have that command for whatever reason.
I think Mineral's that way with the whole picture. He can focus on the strategy. He's really good at strategy. But when you have to tie all the shit together, it's hard for some people. It doesn't work. And I think he's one of those guys. He's got a brilliant mind for the game. But coaching, it's not his, like, overall, like, head coaching, the whole thing is not his best. It's not his thing.
I Sam. Oh, Jesus Christ. CD Lamb. Now a Dallas Cowboy because Raiders gonna Raiders.
Well, hey, I'm not gonna complain about the Raiders making shit picks.
Oh yeah.
The Raiders just they don't look at anything else but that. Oh, 4-1-40? Yep.
Get that guy.
Yeah. Let me tell you something about that guy.
He's got okay hands.
He's got fucking Bodors for hands. We got the fucking receiver from Alabama, man. That dude's got speed and hands.
Yeah.
Hey, Bob, you better be ready. Denver's coming at you this year.
I'm looking forward to the shootouts that you guys are gonna have against each other. That's gonna be fun to watch. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Not worried about the Raiders because, well, you know, Raiders.
No one should worry about the Raiders at this point.
They're polluting my town, though.
Fair.
And that fucking stadium looks like an ankle bracelet.
I mean, is there anything more fitting than that? The only thing that would be more fitting is if they built that stadium in Oakland.
They just... the only way you can get in is with an ankle bracelet. It's fucking ankle bracelet furlough night at the fucking Raiders Stadium. Oh, man. I'm already starting.
Oh, God. All right. But yeah, you guys just absolutely demolished Boston. I think they said there was literally 24 minutes of actual gameplay in this game. Like, that's ridiculous.
Well, if you like, I watched it, and it was like the Mayhem would go in for a fight. They'd have ults. Boston wouldn't know or care. Try something, and they would like. Okay, I'm just gonna like fucking Karayan just like Muma shattered everything, but it was actually working. In this match.
The longest map was the last map.
I was gonna say the last map the
Dorado.
Yeah, Dorado. Boston kind of took it almost. Did they get two? They almost got two. Yeah.
I think they got it like through the door basically, of two, and that they got it about halfway. They got it like right around that corner.
Basically, my Dorado experience.
Yeah. Pretty much. But
Florida looked good, man.
Florida looked really good.
I don't know what to think because they got them next week too, so we could be over 500. So we got Boston back-to-back weeks, and we fucking stomped last week too. So I mean,
will that be the first time you guys have ever been over 500?
Yeah.
Minus like week like early weeks or whatever.
Oh, well, last year when we were 1-0, when we beat Philly.
Right.
Yeah,
Basically.
it's true. It'll be our first positive past week 1 record ever. Yay us. And I need Seoul to beat fucking Shanghai more. Damn it. Or somebody to beat Shanghai, because now we're just going to be... Well, Boston's kind of creeping down towards us. So, I got that going for me.
Yeah. That's the best hope is that Boston continues to be so bad that they take over for being or having the worst all-time record.
That's, in any sport, I'm okay with.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I mean, hey, look, the Phillies, the Philadelphia Phillies have the most losses in all of baseball, and they've got a couple World Series, so,
Yeah.
There you go. It only took like 150 years for them to get to that, but they got a couple.
Well, thank God for that. My baseball team in 150 years has more fucking world championships than everybody else in any sport. For crying out loud. I can't deal with this.
We get it. You're a Yankees fan.
Yeah, well. I have nothing to... All my guys will be healthy by the time baseball starts, so I'm down.
Yeah, right? But so will everybody's teams.
Yeah, then they'll go through 3 workouts and 5 of them will be on IR.
Even Boston will get fucking Chris Sale back by the time baseball starts at this point. Jesus. All right. So, yeah, you guys just ran over them. Total stomp.
Best match of the weekend coming up we're going to talk about.
Yeah. It lived up to the hype of it being kind of a shit show, but it was really entertaining.
It was better played, but that Eichenwald map was kind of... I'm not down with this.
Yeah, it was... it's harsh saying it was poorly played, but
Yeah. It wasn't played the best, but it was entertaining.
Yes, and that really, at this point, that's
and they played what they were good at. That's what I liked about this match. They ran some meta shit, but you know what? Dallas was like, "Fuck it, we're gonna play what we're."
We have Doha, and we have Decay.
Yeah.
Fuck it, we're playing Doomfist and Genji.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Like when they were playing on Ilios, I was like, "You're gonna run Genji into this? Oh, what the fuck? You're gonna get one blade." I'm like, "Oh, never mind."
Yeah, do not.
All you had to do was flip it once.
Can do on really any off meta character.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of like this.
Those would be the off meta characters right now, though.
Yeah, there was some bad alt usage in that. I'm not gonna lie. Houston saw through. No, Houston was Houston, and fucked up when they shouldn't have. Muma yeeting fucking ultimates. It's not poor alt usage. That's just normality. But Dante, there was a couple of
at this point.
I think it was on the last map. Dante got fucking. Did he get slept? He had EMP and he got fucking negated. He didn't. He still had it, but by the time he had a chance,
he was able to actually use it.
I think he got something happened. He either got slept or. He got CC'd in a way where he got.
He was not able to do it, and by the time he was able to actually.
He got hacked. Doha hacked him.
Yeah.
Doha hacked him and knocked him off, and then trying to go up against Doha though, who's probably the best armor in the league. That's dumb.
Yeah.
But it was still entertaining. I mean, there's a lot of just moments in the match where you're like on 66. Houston could have full held them better.
Yeah.
But they didn't. It was just one or two plays, and Dallas I think is better though. I'm going to keep saying it.
Yeah.
And they're just proving it every week.
And I'm going to keep saying that Houston, you are the Houston Browns.
The Houston Browns.
Houston Browns, right there. You can deny it as much as you want, but you are the Houston Browns. Keep building up that hype and that hope. It's the only thing that's going to get you through this.
So does that make Mecco like Johnny Manziel? Not that bad.
No, he would have to. I would say if anybody from their team would be Johnny. Oh, what's his name? It would be their
Arhan?
special. Arhan. I was gonna say him or goddamn it, who was their Zarya specialist?
Yeah, but he was good though.
He was, but he just never was able to get anything done. Yeah,
Spree?
probably the
Spree
best.
was good
Spree,
though.
yeah.
There's a difference.
They just never utilized him properly. Yeah.
Mecco's OBJ coming and going. Yeah, we're gonna win. Oh, what the fuck is this mess?
Right.
Shit, I went from that team. That team won, man. Well, OBJ didn't say that. Never mind.
I will agree with you there, Blazing Bob. I think over the last couple of weeks has really improved because when they started this season, I would have said Note was one of their worst players because he's
picked it up, man. His Sigma's been really good lately too.
But he has really stepped up in the last couple of weeks, and I think he's getting back into why he was considered one of the best divas in the league for a long time. And he's really rounded out his hero pool as well to just be a fantastic off tank at this point. So major props to Note. I wonder how much of that has to do with Gamsu coming in and him just being much more comfortable with Gamsu.
Yeah, it took him a minute to get because the first couple of course we didn't see him for like a month too, and you're like. It didn't work, but didn't work like in the first 2 matches of the year. So you're like, oh, this is shit. Mm-hmm. But they've looked way better.
Yeah.
But the only Houston, man, they didn't look terrible.
Oh yeah, they really didn't. And I do
Dallas.
agree with
I think Dallas is going to be longer we go in the season. Dallas is going to be better.
I think Dallas just continues to get better every week. And I do think some of the guys in chat have been saying that Blase and Dante are really the big reasons that Houston even had a shot, and that's because of their Doomfist and Sombra play respectively. I think, I fully agree with that. I would say that Blase is arguably one of the best Dooms in the league. And
Jexay saves them so many times too, though.
While Decay is an incredible Sombra, I still think Dante is probably one of the best.
He's the OG Sombra.
He's the OG Sombra. And he's still got moves that no one else can really match yet. But I think Decay is making a case for being right up there with him.
You mean Doha?
I think it's Doha. I think they are. Yeah, there's just. It's starting to come around, and just the supporting people around Doha and Decay they're just better. And I think that's where they're really lacking on Houston is they just don't. They have talent and they've got teamwork. They just don't have enough.
They don't have the finish, man. I don't know what it is.
They don't have.
They could have finished this map off. They could have finished each map. You could have made an argument in a team fight that they could have won. That could have won them the map. But Dallas did things to prevent that.
Mm-hmm.
But do you see where I'm going with this? They could have, but they didn't.
Right.
And that's I don't know if it's the tank line. Jexay saves them so many fucking times, and if he gets neutralized, they're fucked.
Jexay really is like the carry for Houston. I would put him, and as much as their DPS are still big parts of that, but Jexay is an incredible player for them, and he's been good. But like I Sam just brought up Linkser, he's just not getting enough playtime.
Well, because they keep banning Widow and fucking McCree.
Yeah.
What's it, the third time? He just, every other week, he's like, well...
Don't get me started on this again. Yeah, but overall it was a great game.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, Bob, that's exactly what I was talking about with Note. I just flash back to him playing Zarya.
Yeah,
that was seriously one of the worst performances. That was worse than like I'm not any good. I'm in plat right now. But I feel like I could have gotten more charge and more alt charge than he did in that game.
Yeah,
that was horrific.
He had a rough one in that one. But he's a smart dude, and he kind of... There's certain guys that can figure out what they're doing wrong, and he came around.
But, overall, this was a great game.
It was honestly, one of the most fun matches we've had all year, I think. It was kind of edge of your seat.
Yeah, like you can never knew at any moment there could be a big play from one team or the other, and in the end, Dallas was able to squeak it out. Especially because Houston would look great on those initial fights on map 5, and for them to get it to 99%.
Dallas would get ults and flip it.
Yeah, and then Dallas gets ults,
forget
it, and then holds it the rest of the time. Like that's a testament to, I think, how much better Dallas has gotten over the course of the season so far.
Oh, absolutely. And I think they're going to, moving forward, I think, like when this tournament thing starts, we're going to start talking about in a minute, when a tournament starts, I think they're kind of a sleeper, weird team that could do some damage in it.
Oh, definitely.
That people aren't expecting.
Yes.
The only thing I worry about is their support line, but
team that makes me excited for moments like that and tournaments, things like that. I think this could make it really, really fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about that. We haven't really talked too much at all about this new tournament that was announced for a bit. So basically, from the start of next week in May, all week 13, 14, and 15 are all going to be qualifier weeks. So there's going to be 2 separate tournaments. One's going to be the Americas. It's going to be 13 teams, and then the rest of the teams in the Asian region are going to be in their own tournament.
Yeah.
7 teams, I think, in that.
Yeah, I forget what there's like a buy. Someone gets a buy, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
I haven't gotten to that.
The Asian region, we have Chengdu, Guangzhou, Hangzhou, London, New York, Shanghai, and Seoul. And then all the rest of the teams in the
North American. It's going to be fun.
This is going to be super fun.
And I'm wondering if they're contemplating this as a format.
Is a possible, maybe just a format, at least for the rest of this year.
Yeah.
And seeing how well that goes, and kind of going from there.
Well, the breakfast sandwich will be up on saying, "I told you this is how it should work."
Right.
Anyway,
I kind of was with him when he said that a few months ago. I would love to see each homestand when we can go back to doing that. Each homestand being its own standalone tournament, I think would be really awesome.
Yeah, like they do in COD League, but I like both. I like the week to week thing, but I also like the aspect where you can do this, the tournament thing in a week. I think it could be a better way to maybe work the standings. Like you get certain amount for tournament wins, but what's it really going to do? Like if you have one of those those weekends, like those Washington weekends where you had New York and fucking Philly, and then you had Florida, Washington, Boston, and Toronto as the other teams.
Yeah.
Those teams are just going to fucking roll those points up and shit. But it's going to be fun. This is going to be fun. We didn't have... A lot of people didn't like the stage formats. Last year was kind of weird. When we had the 40-game thing, it made more sense. With 7 games per stage, that was just
it was a little
strange.
It's real weird. I'm excited to see this. I'm also just happy that we have the entire month of May mapped out. We're not waiting week to week to see what the schedule is going to be. We have the full list of when everybody's playing and all of this, and then we're going to have a payoff at the end of the month. If they do it like this, where every month it's like this, I would honestly, I'm fully on board with that. If they were to do that, let's make it happen. Just monthly tournaments to until the end of the season.
There has to be incentive besides money, because these guys care about money, but they don't.
Right. And
we found that out last year in the stages. And there are certain teams that are competitive and certain teams that aren't.
Yeah. It makes it weird for it to be like, here's wins for winning a tournament, but at the same time, like, you got to have some kind of compensation other than the money.
They need the NHL point system.
Yes.
We've been
saying it since season 1. Please put in a point system.
Yeah,
I think it would just add so much more to the game, and it would seamlessly transition with tournaments like this.
Yeah, you get 5 points.
Probably not going to happen this year, but I would love to see it.
You get 5 points for winning a tournament, or 10 points, or whatever, or you get the accumulation of the wins you had to win the tournament in points. However, that it would probably be like 10 points. If you did it the way they do in like the NHL, but it needs to. They need a little bit of something, because the map differential thing didn't work. It still doesn't. I mean, I look at the first year. New York had a plus 56 fucking map differential, and London was plus 30.
So Bob just asked in chat, explain a point system. So basically, NHL, you get
2 points for a win.
You get 2 points for a full win. You get 1 point for a
tie
shootout win.
Yeah, 1 point for a shootout win. I think you get
and then you get 0 points for a loss.
Yeah.
And then you and that's kind of how it ranks throughout the season.
I think you get half a point for a tie. Something like that. There's an extra point thing. I always forget what.
I think it's something like that. But there's so few ties anymore ever since they instituted the
shootout thing.
Shootout, which is still like one of the greatest things in sports. Fight me. I know people were super pissed when they put that in.
Oh, I wasn't. I liked it a lot.
I think it's fucking great.
You kidding me? I endured like in the playoffs in the NHL. 8 overtime games.
All right.
Up till fucking 4 o'clock at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Like, I understand, you don't probably want to do that in the playoffs, but like for regular season games, you don't need to go to like 6 overtimes. Come on, guys.
Well, no, the regular season I think it was 1 overtime and then it went a tie. It was like a 10-minute overtime, but still, that you need to work the point system. The map differential kind of works, kind of doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
It just, like, at the end of the year, it just turned out to be like this in season 1, and not really in season 2, well, a little bit, but in season 1 it was like New York, London, and a couple of New York, London.
In season 1?
Yeah, they had like fucking like 40, 35.
New York was,
they had a 56 map differential or something like that.
Yeah, it was something stupid like that. It was, and New York was like way above anybody else. London,
like they could have literally,
like New York was like was so astronomically.
They were like 30 maps above the next best, the next team.
Mm-hmm.
I just it needs to be different.
Yeah, I think with the league they could do like map differential factors into your points. Like that way you're getting incentive for getting 3-0s. And that kind of thing, and then you could just get extra points for winning tournaments and that kind of thing. I think they could really do some interesting things with that, and just kind of marry the two things of esports and traditional sports. I think they could really, and that's really what they're what we want to see. I want more of that.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be all like traditional esports. It doesn't have to all be like esports. It doesn't have to be
all traditional esports. It doesn't have to be all traditional sports.
Yeah.
Marry the two together and create your own thing.
Make it what's best for the viewing experience. What's going to make it compelling?
Yes, exactly.
That's what you want.
Eliminating hero pools, for the love of God.
Well, I don't even say eliminate it. Make it a fucking fix it.
Bans, fix it. Whatever you have right now is trash and needs to go. You got to do something different.
Literally, the thing you were worried about has become reality.
Exactly. Like,
and we're back to the start of the show.
Meadows. Yep.
But we don't want ban meadows, lol.
Yeah. Oh, they're not going to do anything but ban things, and it's going to be a meta every week. Yeah. We're there. Really?
Yep.
Widow and McCree are banned every other fucking week.
Mm-hmm.
Literally at this point.
And then it's just going to be an alternating thing between...
We're back on it, too. It's just hilarious. Me and you fucking hate this thing so much, we're, like, back on
it. But that's the thing, is, like, it's just going to be a back and forth of that every single week, because next week it's going to be probably Ash and Echo.
Yeah, Echo going to get banned when Mercy comes back in on her counters.
Yeah.
Like, and then Echo's going to be back in, and McCree and Widowmaker are going to get banned. Echo can run free every other week.
It's just going to be back and forth with that, and it's going to be like that. Like, you can't continue with the system, because obviously every time you release a hero, you're going to have them banned in your fucking competitive mode, and it's just stupid.
Well, the next time they release heroes, it's going to be 2, so they're going to release like 10 of them or whatever the fuck they're doing.
Right, and so that'll be whatever, but once you get into
hey,
that cycle...
Ryan will be in the meta. We don't have to worry about him getting banned.
When you get back into that cycle of releasing heroes on a regular basis again, then you're just going to run into that same issue. So obviously, I don't expect this to be the case by then. I feel like
exactly, Bob
figured something else out, but as of right now, this is stupid.
Yeah, I don't understand including ranked. I don't care. Yeah. We went over this earlier too, but it's like I don't care. Ranked in OWL are two different things. That's like saying the rules for fucking street basketball are going to be the same as NBA. So the shit in the cage works the same as the shit in the fucking NBA. No, it doesn't.
No.
The skill level is different. The hero usage is different. Stop.
And there's no coordination. Like,
slow pitch softball and the fucking Major League Baseball are going to have the same rules.
May and Reaper are the prime examples of that. Like, and yeah, if we play what is meta or whatever, like if they base it solely off of what's being played in Overwatch League, I would be okay with that. I don't give a shit. Like, you don't have to pull it from ranked. It's stupid to pull it from ranked. Pull it from the league. Ban May. I don't think anybody would be... People would be like, oh, but May's banned? Reaper's banned? Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody is going to complain about that.
Just do it the way they were doing it before.
Yeah, the random... Having the cats do it. Go back to having the cats pick the bans.
I don't give a fuck how they do it. This way isn't working.
That they did it. Yeah, this way just doesn't work.
Zoe, the cats, Mr. X, I don't care.
Or put it in the player's hands. One or the
other.
No. I mean, get rid of hero pools altogether.
Oh,
one ban per team.
I thought you meant
the player's hands.
I thought you meant do the bans for the week and put it in the player's hands.
No. Yeah, no. Put it in the players.
Like an actual,
like an actual
map bans and stuff.
MOBA.
Oh, well, yeah, MOBA, traditional competitive MOBA banning. You can everyone. I'm on the fence with it sometimes, but I'm like, but you don't have to do like.
It solves your issues in lower ranks, where when you have like a Bastion that just dominates, he's just going to get banned constantly. Reaper, same thing.
Yeah. Or if someone can remotely play Echo or Pharah right now. Like, if you can fly, even then with Pharah, and ranked sometimes doesn't matter. People are that dumb in lower levels. But
I'm just hoping my one big thing is, please, with the tournament, once the tournament starts, please do what you said you were going to do for the playoffs and make it consistent with their tournament. No hero pools for that.
Yeah. Let's see what they run.
If they live with that, I just want to see what they run, and I want to see the best possible comps that these guys can put together and play.
Yeah.
Because, like we said earlier, like, honestly, the game is probably in the best spot it's been.
In a long time, really.
In a really long time. And I think that there is no one set thing that is better than another thing, especially at this tier where these guys have gotten so good at playing these different comps, and I think they can make it work to play whatever comp is most comfortable for them, and I think that would just makes much more compelling.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's I get off my soapbox.
Hey,
that's my thing on hero pools again.
Sort of preaching to the choir here. I mean, the only thing I can continually say is the only way you're going to make ranked better anyway is by putting in
the guild
system team thing.
Team comp or whatever.
Yeah, because Overwatch is one of the few games.
I still want solo queue.
Yeah, Overwatch is one of the few games that's kind of fun when you play solo queue.
Yeah.
But
give me the option to play with a team consistently.
Yeah. That's all I want. And then, you can work in things like I mean, that was one of the things that I liked about playing Heroes of the Storm. Yeah, there's double the amount of heroes that there are in Overwatch, but the hero ban thing kind of, it adds an angle, map specific or whatever. Exactly. It just, It
was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the week.
Yeah, talk a little bit about next week's schedule a little bit.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that. We've got some...
Which we actually got, hardcore, schedules right now, which is nice.
Yes. We got the whole month of May scheduled out.
Kind of sucks, though, that the best matches are 3 a.m.
I know.
So we got, the normal. We got Guangzhou, Seoul. And then we have.
We already know how that's going to go.
Yeah.
But then we have New York, Shanghai, which does New York put up any kind of fight against Shanghai? I really am interested to see.
Yeah, I want to see this. That one I want to see.
Dallas, Washington could be maybe.
Nah, Dallas will kill him.
Probably not, but Dallas is probably Dallas is probably.
Valiant and Rain could be interesting.
That could be a fun one.
I think we were talking about it earlier. The Valiant. It's that we're playing the hard teams so much, like they're playing the Gladiators and the fucking Shock every week, that they get into a match against the Rain, they might be. It'd be like playing in bronze. They're actually smurfing or something.
Right. And then we got Houston, San Francisco. Probably going to be a stomp. Just because I don't have any faith that Houston can even put up a fight against San Francisco right now. And then
they'll put up a fight. It'll be a weird. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, there'll be one what the fuck moment. Like how the hell did they do that? And then San Francisco will be like, oh, we were messing around, and then here it is.
Yeah.
We're gonna show up now.
Dante could fuck with them though not on Tracer, on Sombra.
On Sombra.
Because
sure.
Our
tilted.
Our boy will get tilted. Super will be mauling by about 2 seconds into map 1 as soon as he sees. That's the way to beat them, because Super's gonna lose his fucking mind.
Yeah, for sure. That could be fun, but
Yeah.
Then the next day we got Seoul and Hangzhou, which could be fine. Chengdu, New York is probably not going to be very good.
No.
Then we got Philly. Paris is always a fun one to watch right now.
But without Eggsy, though, Iceham said something about Eggsy. Eggsy was, he was one of my Rookie of the Year kind of guys.
Yeah.
But without Eggsy, they're just like...
They're definitely not as top tier.
But we're getting closer and closer to Sparkle.
Yeah.
Like, Sparkle's eligible at the end of the tournament.
Yeah, after the tournament. So if they continue the tournament thing, Paris can really make up a lot of ground with like the next couple of tournaments.
And at some point, I'm sure Eggsy's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Although I had a really bad neck injury, so I understand.
Yeah, I've had a back injury too. So
it takes a while, but
I'm not sure.
I'm also 20 years older than fucking Eggsy.
Right. I'm like 10 years older than him, and then he's also, he's not let's be real. This is not a physically demanding thing to do.
No, but it can fuck your body up though if you don't
if you
don't do the right
properly.
things.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like he's lifting boxes or moving stuff around or tackling guys. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You're clicking heads. Yeah. Then we have Florida Boston rematch.
Yes, we could go over 500.
Florida looking.
We're gonna fuck this up, aren't we?
Probably. And Florida's looking to, but they're
That's
also
the
looking
confidence.
to try and beat their time. See if they can shave off a couple of minutes.
Depends on the map pool.
And then we have...
We need Rialto on there for it to be quicker.
Yeah, right. Then we got Toronto and the Gladiators rounding out the...
That could be weirdly interesting, that match.
It could, yeah.
It could.
I mean, you've got Revenge Game for Surefour.
Shane Roberts' Revenge Tour.
Yeah.
I don't know. The Gladiators are good, though.
Fun things. Yeah, the Gladiators have been...
I'm liking
really
the fact that we got... John Spector did say that they've worked out a system. I don't know if it's with servers or with their internet provider or whatever, but all the North American teams kind of have a reasonable ping or something, so they're all going to be playing against each other, which is fantastic.
Which will be nice, yeah.
Because he did make the comment of
diversity.
He made the comment of, as much as we like the California Cup, watching the Gladiators, the Shock, and the Valiant play each other 15 times in a month is not really optimal.
Yeah.
I totally agree with that.
I'm right there with them.
But yeah, I mean the schedule.
So one quick thing before we end. So I'm assuming the reason we haven't seen Vancouver is because they moved back to North America. Like, are they back in Vancouver now?
I'm assuming because they're playing Washington.
Like, because they're part of the U.S. thing. So I wonder if they let them go home to Korea and then now they're back in the U.S. or Canada or North America, whatever. I don't know. It's weird.
Good games done quick.
Games done quick.
We're going Overwatch League speed run.
Yes. Got to beat that speed run time.
Yeah. Man, with Vancouver, I'm going back to what I said last week. It's that whole fucking runaway thing. I know people are fans of them and all that shit, but you know what? It's fucking tiring.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we want to go home. No, fucking grow up.
Yeah.
Either grow up or go play fucking Valorant. Do whatever you do. Bumpers not on the team. Wah. Fucking move on. You got a better tank now.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah, so I wonder if all that drama and hoopla was actually not anything, and it was...
No, I think it was something.
Yeah, there was probably something, but I'm expecting probably some answers this week as to kind of what happened, and I think the official story from Vancouver will be that...
Vastly different than what it actually is.
Yeah, it'll be, well, we went to Korea because we let all the guys go home and play and go to Korea because they wanted to go home, and we figured we could play the games there. Then logistically it didn't work out, so we had to bring them back to Vancouver because we couldn't get everybody home or something like that. That would be
They'll come up with some spin.
Yeah, there'll be some spin. So I'm expecting that. So we'll probably get some more Vancouver drama this week, but after that, I mean, there's really not much else.
Hey, at least their drama is more palatable than Boston drama.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yeah, I'll take this drama over that shit. Jesus.
Just throwing that
this
out
has
there.
To do with the game and is less creepy.
Dick pics?
Yeah.
Anyway. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Thanks a lot for everybody that joined us. Blazing Bob, Ice Ham, everybody else that came in and hung out with us tonight. It was fantastic. We had some fun. you know, sorry Kim Jong-un died there, Giles, but, you know, possibly. Anyway.
Maybe.
And stop shipping the fucking his sister with the rest of... She's not a fucking K-pop star, guys.
Oh, well, I think we actually did pretty good with our predictions this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Except for the fact that we were going to throw all of our life savings on the fucking Dynasty again.
But I wasn't going to do that
for
the Shanghai game.
Yeah. I like the line.
It would have been a good bet. Yeah.
I was more invested in the mayhem against Boston.
And I got my 90s kids.
We both got our picks of the week.
Yeah.
Respectively. I don't have any fucking Liquid Death. Oh,
I got mine.
I gotta buy a case tomorrow. Oh fuck, I'm off for
Not sponsored by Liquid Death.
Yeah. Guys, Liquid Death. Fresh water from the Alps. Murder your thirst. There you go.
Oh, prediction of who has the best echo. Oh.
Nero or Libero.
Ooh, I could definitely see Rascal having
Prophet.
a good echo, at least to start. I think just because Rascal's so good at picking up new heroes so quickly. I honestly, I'm hesitant to say that Carpe is going to be a really good echo.
He's better with the hit scan.
He's better with hit scan.
You know what? EQO might be good.
They might have been having EQO grind that. I could see some of the other guys. If anything, they would probably run. They'd probably have Carpe playing Ash.
Yeah.
Ooh, I could definitely see Decay being an incredible. Echo.
I mean, I'm down with some of those. I wouldn't even say the Farah guys because that's like it's kind of a different thing, the way she shoots and all that.
Mm-hmm.
I would say guys that are good at Tracer, some of them.
Yeah.
Maybe some of your guys like Prophet.
Sinatra is probably.
Sinatra.
We haven't seen a lot of Sinatra in the last couple.
He might be
weeks.
grinding Echo. Who knows?
Might be. I wouldn't be surprised.
Everyone. Surefour will be good because Surefour.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying Sinatra's going to go to Valorant. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, when he's making this kind of money.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a team because I'm sure NRG's going to have a team.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
But, hey, could he be the first esports two-way player? The Bo Jackson? The Deion Sanders?
Yeah, of esports. Oh, God.
I play Valorant and Overwatch League. They start making commercials. Sinatra knows what? Sinatra knows Valorant?
Ooh. I just got really happy because get to watch some more of that Jordan doc this week.
Well, that's right. Yeah, I gotta watch that. I'm such a Jordan fanboy.
I'm shocked that you weren't like devouring that the second.
Well, I've been doing shit, and then like in my house, and then I had to catch up on What We Do in the Shadows because I fucking love that show because it's so ridiculously
we
dopey.
just started that. God damn, that show's hilarious. All right, that's gonna do it for us, guys.
Yeah. Now we're getting on TV.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate everybody that came in. Anybody that's listening on the podcast land, thank you for listening as well. Anybody enjoying the VODs, give this video a like. Subscribe to our channel so you can get notifications of when we go live, when our new videos are posted. Check us out on Twitter. All of our we always post when we post new videos and our streams, and then we talk about the matches and the league and all that stuff during the week. So check us out there. And thank you guys so much for joining us. We will catch you guys in the next one. Later.
See you guys later. And stay safe, and we'll talk to you later. Have a good one.
Sure.